everyone, it's Selena Jamaz. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. Today we're talking about tips about how to become a better reporter. So as I talked about last time, my videos are now going to be more focused on communication / marketing / media. Today we're going on that media track by talking about reporting. And I just want to say that if you are even asking yourself, how can I be a better reporter, or how can I even get started, then I'm guessing, it's just, an intuition, that you are the type of person who is more sensitive to their surroundings. When you enter a new setting, you are probably intrigued by every little thing. You cannot just overlook the nuances that most people would overlook. On top of that, you probably have the urge to share it with other people. If that's how you feel when you're in a new place, then I can definitely relate to you, and I'm guessing you're a journalist / reporter at heart. So number one here is you need to approach your setting as a story. If you already have this passion deep inside you, then it's not that hard. It's kind of just natural because you see yourself as a new character in a story that is kind of already set up. Make sure that all of these things that intrigue you, you don't just think about them like, wow, that's awesome, and then you forget about it. No, you need to make a mental list of the things that stood out to you. Why? This is gonna come in handy when you actually do your reporting, when you actually start your report and do your conclusion, and do your intro and finish off and do your conclusion. So for example, if you are in a restaurant, something that stands out could be the decor, could be the actual food, it could be the awesome service. I don't know, maybe they do a circus act when they serve up your steak. If you're in nature, it could be the view, it could be the water. The way the water falls, it drapes down the side of the cliff and crashes at the bottom to blah blah blah. I mean, you're a storyteller here. Sounds in the background that maybe kind of just contribute to the overall experience of the setting that you're in. But the passive observer, which is not you, the passive observer would just kind of be like, oh, this is nice. No, you actually notice all of the separate elements and you register them in your brain in a way that you can refer to later on. This is gonna help make your story more interesting for the person who's listening to you. Okay, number 2, you need to know what you're talking about. You can't just be like, this is awesome, cameraman, right here, I'm gonna start talking. Ready? I need to start talking nonsense and it goes on and on and on. No. I would recommend before going to a place, if it's planned, you do your research about it. Now, this isn't homework, this isn't school, but as a reporter, out of curiosity and to add to your credibility, it would be a good idea to get some background information about where you're going. If it's a tourism place, the internet is really handy. Once you're there, you can ask people about the history about this place, some facts that maybe weren't listed on the internet that you could mention that will make your report stand out and interesting. You're in a new town, ask the locals' opinion, passerbyers. Some people actually would like people to interview them or to ask them questions about something. They take you seriously, and some people want to talk, and if you approach them, they have no problem. Don't be shy, be curious, and hey, worst that can happen is that somebody tells you, I don't want to talk. Say no problem, thank you anyway. All right, number 3, you need to document everything. Is this gonna look obsessive? Yes. Is it part of your reporter job? Yes. If you're really passionate about reporting, this just comes naturally. I mean, when you're really just interested and flabbergasted about everything you see, you're gonna naturally find your phone in your hand, or if you have a camera, even better. Document everything, to take pictures, to take videos. When you actually want to create a report and edit it together, it's a really good idea to have a bunch of B-roll. This is supplemental footage that will help enrich your report. So when I'm talking about something, let's say I am at a park a national park that has this really rare type of flower that is just so beautiful. It's a vibrant mix of sunset colors like red and orange and yellow. It only lives by the water, and people from all over come to see this very rare flower. I just made this up. The B-roll that you would have is obviously of the flower, the water. It could be a stream, not even beside the flower. It could be in a completely different place, but you have this B-roll with you that you could throw in as a cutaway. And for when I talk about when people come to see this rare flower, you could have a shot of maybe people's feet, like from the waist down, their legs walking. When you're first getting started, all of these shots are gonna seem maybe unnecessary or random, but trust me, when you go home and you sit down to edit, you are gonna thank yourself that you have so much B-roll to help really bring your reporting, which is a story that you're getting across, to life. Because as much as you describe something, having visuals will make it that much better, and we should take advantage of that in this time where, I mean, we're all carrying around our cameras and our phones. For example, my report last year about the Hasbani River. We had to go in and go like this and like this to actually get to the river, and I literally saw it as a story. And I was like, I'm gonna document this. I want people to see our journey even getting to this place, because I found it so fascinating. We're kind of tucked away in nature that is so private but yet so beautiful. It's like a gem. That's how I saw it. I thought I could portray that by showing this road or this journey, and I think it did add to what I was envisioning. All right, number 4, be flexible. It's okay if things don't go as planned. It most probably will not. If you know me, I love structure. I love being organized and planning things out, but at the same time, you need to be able to account for and anticipate random things that are gonna happen when you're filming, okay? This could be something that you don't want. Maybe somebody says something that you find is inappropriate or has nothing to do with what you're talking about. It could be something that is super spontaneous. Be quick on your feet. Be very good at small talk. This comes easy if you're natural. If you're like, oh my gosh, I need to say this, and I need to look like this, and my microphone needs to be like this, you know, you just took the fun out of it. People want to see what's actually happening. So for example, in Ruwaisi, when we were walking, I was like, wow, this is gonna be a beautiful shot of us walking. You know, I'm gonna follow my family throughout nature. And I stepped in Qandawl, the pointy plant, the spiky plant that hurt me. I mean, yes, I'm okay, you guys. I endured the pain just for you, just to show you that when you're in Snowbar, you need to watch out for Qandawl. I mean, it's always a good idea to add some humor, even if your report is serious. It just makes you more fun to watch. And finally, you need an introduction and a conclusion. Need. You could choose not to. For my video about when we went to Matam al-Shams in Anjar, that restaurant, I had an introduction, but I had no conclusion, and it kind of just faded out. I wish I would have done a conclusion because it kind of just ended. And it's nicer to end it by saying something, even if it's like 2 sentences long, than just like having text like, hope you enjoyed watching this. I wasn't even gonna do the report. It was just very, you know, on the spot, and my intro was just very kind of awkward, actually. That was my first time giving it a shot. So I want to give you a tip about your intro. You need to go back to tip number 1, which is about approaching everything as a story. Like I said, those points that you take in, the things that fascinate you, you could list some of them in your intro. And then, like they say in school, your thesis statement isn't actually a statement, something that leads into your report. So you could be like, let's see what's on the other side. Let's say maybe you haven't actually entered this amusement park. People say that their best seller is their chocolate mousse. I guess we'll have to find out, or something like that. A link from your introduction, which is the general feel of what you're seeing, to your actual story. All right, so those are my 5 tips for being a better reporter and better reporting. I hope it was really helpful. If it was, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and share this video if you're on Facebook for others to see as well. I cannot wait to see you soon, and I'll see you next time.